All right. I have to record this again because I'm a fucking idiot and I had a double overlay for the audio. So what you get when you start uploading and don't test out your fucking shit. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Nick Piacentino. You do not need to try to learn to pronounce the last name. It's hard enough for most people I'm around. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about what I did to improve my confidence and my self-worth and what I learned along the process. So, first of all, how I became more confident. So when I was younger, I was bullied a lot. I lived, in an area where everyone was very cliquey, and I originally became friends with the kids in my grade that were popular. I would assume, okay, popular, whatever you want to call that. And since I became friends with them earlier, over time, I felt like I needed to be in that cliquey, higher up level of kids. And you know, as I got older, these kids I realized were very mean. They would fucking bully me all the time. I would get fucking wedgied. Um, Let me think of a good fucking example. Oh, so I started gaining weight from around third grade to eighth grade, and I really peaked in high school around ninth or tenth grade. And one day we're at a pool party in sixth grade, right? And I take my shirt off. I'd never take my shirt off, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck? This kid has cone titties." And all right, sorry, I cut out. My mom came in. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, this kid. Oh, what the fuck? His tits are like cones, like traffic cones. So they fucking start like three or four kids just attack me, start fucking flipping my titties or whatever. And I was very self conscious about the way I looked. So that really affected me when I was younger. And at home, I was never acknowledged for what I was able to accomplish. I was always called a failure, and that made me very depressed. But those are just only a few things. Like that was honestly like a minor incident. I was fucking always like abused. Like they would like pin me on the ground, punch me. I was like basically just their fucking punching bag. I would take all the brunt of their jokes. They would fucking trap. Like let's say, okay, so here's another example. I was in like there's like a shed, right, and I was climbing out of this like shed window, and there was no like footing, and I was fat, so I couldn't really squeeze through. They pulled the chair out on the other side, so I was stuck halfway in, and all this pressure is going on my stomach, and I can't fucking get out. So they literally had to push me out the other side for me to fall down on my face on the other side. And then they like fucking like they literally like pulled me up with a wedgie, and after that I literally just walked home. I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. So I honestly started becoming like a vulnerable narcissist from the way I was, and I was just basically a fucking pussy. But not because of how I actually was, because of what was happening to me. You usually aren't the cause of your own, self depreciating thoughts. It's what others do to you and how you are treated. So, why am I talking about this? It's because it carries over into your adult life without you even fucking realizing it, right? It's in the subconscious. And when you are, older, 17, 18, how I was, and you're interacting with girls or whatever, you don't realize how you viewed yourself as a younger kid, how that actually affects your present self, because you're being fed all these thoughts of, I'm not good enough, I'll never be good enough, you're not attractive, you're ugly, all these different things, when it may not even be true because you're listening to your thoughts of your subconscious mind. So, what worked for me was mindfulness meditation, being aware of the fact that my thoughts are not me and that I'm actually the space between those thoughts, the silence. That's me, right? So once you realize that, you're able to get a grip on what you want to listen to, what you want to control your actions, and that's just the start. So self realization really is the key. You have to uproot these negative thoughts, try to figure out where they're coming from. You have to like analyze your mental, right? Your mental schema and how it's controlling your life. Now, one way to do this, to improve on this, at least I would say, is if you want to improve the level of confidence rather than forget how you were and just apply your future actions to how you are in your current self. Don't think about the previous thoughts from days past, years past from your younger self. Just remember that you are you now, and what you do now affects the future. So, just start doing things that are hard. things that you don't think you can do, and achieve things. Get a task list, write down everything that you accomplish, and then you could also write down the self-depreciating thoughts that you have, and why you maybe play a little devil's advocate as to why they may be true, and then write the opposite down of it. So let's say I am not confident. Why are you not confident? And then write down I am confident and why you should be confident. And eventually over time you're going to have such a large amount of stuff that is, proof that you should be confident, that it just outweighs all the bad, and you realize that you actually undid everything that happened to you in the past, and you're basically forgetting that because you don't even need to have it in your conscience anymore because it's just not true. And the basis of this is just your thoughts are not you. So yeah, identify thought loops that you might be catching yourself in, like where it's like, damn, let's say a girl rejects you. Yeah. Oh, it's concrete. Oh, yeah, of course. This is true now. Yeah. Oh, I am not good enough. Yep. I always knew it. Yeah. No, that's not true. Don't feed into the thought loops, because guess what? Everyone has to experience rejection. Failure is the only way to grow, right? So think about it like you're ever increasing. Up, down, up, down, up. It's like losing weight. The scale's always going to go up a little bit and down until you get to where you want to be. Except it's just in the other way. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I wanted to talk about. And it's going to take a while to overcome it. Like I'm still working on myself. I'm always improving. You're never perfect, and you can never be perfect, but you can try to be the best version of yourself. You know what I mean? You got me? So, that's what I did, and I just hope that you can apply that to your thinking. Sorry, I don't have any graphics on the screen. I'm not really that high level of creator yet. This is technically my first video, which is going to be public, not just for myself. I had the last two videos I made were just me reflecting on thoughts. You guys can look at them too. I feel like it'll be helpful. But yeah, peace, boys. Hope you have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. Write me a comment if I helped you out. And that's it.